The term acid is derived from the Latin word acidus, which means sour. The food items such as lemon juice, vinegar, grape, tomato, curd, tea, then stomach juice, they all contain acids in them that give them a peculiar sour taste. The substances are said to have acidic nature. Okay, and if you see here, we have sources where you have the food items, fruits, and to the right side, right column, you have the type of acid present in them. Okay, so for example, apple has malic acid, lemon has citric acid, grape has tartaric acid, tomato oxalic acid, vinegar contains acetic acid, curd contains lactic acid. For the oranges, has ascorbic acid present in it. Then tea contains tannic acid. Stomach juice, it secretes hydrochloric acid. And ant and bee sting, it has formic acid. Let's talk about acids. The substances which contain acids, okay, which taste sour, are said to be acidic substances. Further, when these substances are dissolved in water, they releases H plus ions, that is the protons, and acidic substance have pH less than 7. Now what is pH? It is the power of concentration of hydrogen ion. Here again H plus is the hydrogen ions, OH minus are hydroxide ion, and as I told you, pH is nothing but the concentration, or say the power of hydrogen ions in a solution. POH is the concentration or power of hydroxide ions in a solution. And down, if you can see, it's a pH scale which has the pH values from 0 to 14. And the substance having pH of 0 are said to be strongly acidic, and the substance with pH 14 are considered strongly basic. Okay, and the substance with pH 7 are called neutral substances, as they do not show any color change with the pH paper, or say the pH indicator. Why this pH and pOH is important? Because it helps you find the concentration of H plus and, or say, OH minus ions in the solution. So whether it's acid or bases, they dissolve in water and they releases H plus ion or OH minus ions. Okay, so how the amount of ions being released can be like calculated, or the concentration of this can be calculated by this pH or pOH, right? So it's important. So further, it also calculates the acidity and basicity of the solution. How much acidic is the solution, how much basic is the solution. Further, knowing the pH of a solution also determines the strength of the acid or base in the solution. So once you know the pH value, okay, of a solution, you come to know whether it's acid or base, and also how strong or weak is the acid or base can be determined. Further, when you talk about the pH scale, if it's an acid, you have the pH value from 0 to 6. If you have a neutral solution, you will get the pH value to 7, and if the solution is basic, it is 8 to 1. The pH value is from 8 to 14. Okay. Further, acids are also separated into strong and weak acids based on their ability to dissociate hydrogen ions. So strong acids are 1 to 3. That is, the pH value what is been obtained for strong acid is from 1 to 3. For weak acids, the pH value is 4 to 6. Bases are also been separated as strong and weak bases. So here, if the pOH value is 8 to 10, then it's a weak base, and if it's a strong base, then its pH values come to 11, in between like 11 to 14.